So, in case you haven't heard, but you probably have, Beyonce released a country album, and I'm probably going to use Velcro. And since I think I'm going to use Velcro, it could be reversible. So, also, I think the iron like messed up the fabric some, so that's great. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm making an outfit inspired by Cowboy Carter, which is Beyonce's country music album. So I listened to her album and I really liked it, and I wanted to make something, so I drew some inspiration from things that she's worn and other cowboy-esque Western looks. And so I made a corset, some shorts, and a pair of chaps. So I hope you like this video. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my social medias, and let's get into it. Okay, in this week's video, I'm going to make an outfit inspired by Cowboy Carter. So, in case you haven't heard, but you probably have, Beyonce released a country album, and I listened to it. It's funny because, like, for music, I kind of just like hear things on social media. It used to be like the radio, stuff like that. I didn't really go out of my way to like listen to people's full albums, but I did listen to it because I was curious, and I liked it a lot more than I thought I would have, especially because I've always been under like the impression of like, oh, like I don't really like country. Like I always had a few country songs that I liked, but like I wasn't like the biggest country fan. And so I was really surprised that I liked Cowboy Carter as much as I did. And so I wanted to make an outfit inspired by it. And by when I say inspired by it, I mean more so by like Western wear, some things that I've seen Beyonce wearing. So I'll put up some pictures of some things that she's posted on social media, and also I'll post this picture. I'll have to find the designer, but it kind of inspired what I was thinking. So I did a little sketch, and what I'm thinking is a denim like corset top and shorts with the cowboy chaps. And for the chaps, I was thinking about doing like a little design on like a patchwork design, or just like patches on the bottom. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking. So for the corset top, I'm going to use the top from the Oscar de la Renta prom dress that I made, I think last year, so I will link that and show that. And then for the shorts, originally I was going to modify a pattern, I think from the workout set I made for Somis. I think not my most recent Somis, but the one before. But since they're denim shorts, they're not going to be like big enough that I can just get into. I'm gonna, or like not like big enough where you can kind of squeeze into them and have like a waistband. I'm going to do a zipper, which I don't love doing zippers in general, but I'm going to do a zipper fly specifically that are used for pants. I don't fully understand it, but I'm going to do that. So I was going to originally modify that pattern, but then taking some measurements and stuff, I realized that I probably just need to draft a different pattern in general, so I'm going to do that. I'm also debating on adding front pockets. I want to add back pockets, but the front pockets also seem a little confusing, so I don't know. I mean, I probably will. And then I'm also going to draft a pattern for the chaps. So yeah, I think I'm going to start with the corset and the shorts, and then I'm going to do the chaps afterwards. Okay, I'm going to cut out the corset top. I'm thinking for the lining, so I don't have a zipper that, like a breakaway zipper, and I feel like I would want to use a breakaway zipper for something like this, so I'm probably going to use Velcro, and since I think I'm going to use Velcro, it could be reversible, so I'm thinking about maybe doing the lining with the fabric that I'd like to be also a corset. So I'm going to cut out the denim, and then I will probably cut out the lining and something else. I said I was going to make the corset reversible, so this is the fabric that I will be using with the pieces cut out. It just was a shirt that I had that I thrifted probably from a while ago that I actually wanted to use for a pair of pants, but I feel like the stretch is pretty good for this, and I think it'd be a great corset, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get ready and sew those together for the corset. Okay, for the top, I took in the center seam a little bit because it was a little gappy. So now I'm going to serge these edges and then I'm going to connect it to the lining. And also I'm going to serge the bottom before I connect it to the lining. And the reason why I'm going to serge the bottom is I sometimes do it. I don't really like the whole like folding up a serged edge when you're connecting, like closing off the lining and stuff, but since the denim frays a lot, or like denim frays a lot, I figured I would rather like, I'll feel safer doing that than not. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do on the corset is attach the Velcro and then it will be done. Okay, these are the pattern pieces. So the front of the shorts, and I have marked off where if I'll do the pocket, the back, and then what will be the waistband, the zipper fly, and the pockets. I will say for the shorts, I don't know if this is exactly the best pattern. I was just trying to go with measurements and I needed the back curve to be a little bit longer than the front. So I don't know. I don't know if it's exactly correct, but I'm going to cut them out and see. And by correct, Blaze is like running under the pattern right now. By correct, I mean the curve. I don't know if it's exactly the best, but yeah, we're gonna see. Also, this is the denim that I'm going to be using. The ends are serged because I had to wash it, so, and there's like a ton. So this is what I will be using for the shorts and for the top. Okay, I have the pocket pieces cut out for the pants or the shorts. So I'm gonna serge the edge of this and then connect it here. And the way it works, to my understanding, but I'll link a video explaining, is you attach this to the actual short and then you'll like flip it. And so then when you connect these together, you see this, but you don't see like the rest of the pocket. So, and I'm not doing the coin pocket just because I never use those. I don't know if anyone really uses them, but I know that I'm not going to, and I didn't really want to add the pockets, so I was like, that's my little compromise for right now. Okay, so I have the pocket pieces right sides together with the pants, so I'm gonna sew down here and then I'm gonna flip it over and top stitch and then probably do a second stitch to give that like denim look, and then I will sew these sides together. Well, it might actually more so be the bottom being sewn because the side will be attached by the side seam, but yeah. Okay, for the shorts, I'm going to sew the curve for the back, and then for the zipper, I'm going to sew this right sides together and flip it inside out, and then I'm going to serge this end, and then I'll serge that end afterwards. And then for the front part of the shorts, I'm going to serge the curve before I start attaching the zipper, so those seams will be dealt with. Okay, I'm going to sew the facing to the shorts, so this will be the right side. I think technically it's supposed to go on the left, but I cut it out wrong, so it's gonna go on the right. So I guess for women's pants it goes on the left, for men's it goes on the right. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm gonna sew that down and I'm going to flip it over and then I'm gonna top stitch it. I cut mine down, so if the last time I showed it, it had like an extra inch, I felt like that was too big. I checked a different pair of pants and it was huge, so I cut it down to make it a little smaller. So I'm going to sew this and then top stitch. Okay, so I have the zipper facing attached and I have the zipper pinned. So pretty much you pin it, you have the zipper lined up so it's close to the edge, but then I'm only gonna sew the, ouch, I just poked myself with that. I'm only gonna sew this outer edge and then afterwards I'm gonna top stitch, and I don't think I wanna catch this when I top stitch, and I will give that little effect. Also, I think the iron like messed up the fabric some, so that's great. Okay, so I have the shield, no, yes, the zipper shield, because it stops the zipper from actually touching your skin, pinned to the zipper, so it's kind of like sandwiched in here, but to sew it, I will pull this back and just sew here. And then afterwards for the other side, I will notch where the shield ends and like fold and iron this down and then attach this to the top of the zipper. Okay, I have the zipper attached, and to finish the bottom, I just folded this over and sewed it to the bottom piece. So now I'm gonna sew the front to the back. Okay, I have the waistband pinned to the shorts, and also I sewed this piece down so it wouldn't be like an open tube. So I'm gonna sew that and then serge, and then I'm gonna add a snap at the top to be able to close it. And then after that, I'm going to shorten the shorts a little bit and add the pockets and also add belt loops. Okay, so for the chaps, I'm thinking that it's kind of like one pants pattern, or kind of like two pants pieces, but like if you flip them instead of like cutting out both the front and the back. So this is like a rough sketch. I think I'm just gonna do the curved 10 inches on each side. And I'm also adding some extra at the top because I want to be able to fold it down so you can loop a belt through. And I also added a little bit extra to the thing because I'm going to step into them. Originally what I was thinking was doing something like snaps to close them, but I think those are technically chinks, and I don't know if I want to do that. Like I don't mind it, but I think I kind of want to do this instead. So I added a little bit of space, and it's all going to be the size of my thigh, so it's going to be like huge at my ankles. But I don't think I want mine to taper in. I don't know. If I decide to change it, we'll see. But yeah, I gave a little bit of extra room so I can actually step into them. So now I'm going to draft out the pattern, and then I'm going to cut out the fabric, and I'm also going to draw out a little design. I'm thinking to like sew on the bottoms, kind of like how cowboy boots have like the design and the embroidery on them. Okay, I have the patches pinned on, so I'm going to sew them down, and then I'm going to sew the leg together. Okay, for the belt, I cut out two pieces that are about 8 inches, so I'm going to sew them at one end, and then I'm going to fold them in the middle and then fold them over to make the belt. And then I think I'm just going to end the belt with Velcro. I don't particularly want to do like buttons or snaps. Like I didn't really want it to be flashy, so I think that's why I'm thinking about Velcro for this. So I'm going to do that, and I think they're done. Thanks for watching. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias. I will say one thing that I would have changed about this outfit is the shorts were a little gappy in the back, so I definitely would have adjusted the pattern a little bit or added a dart so they fit a little better there. But overall, I liked how this turned out. I think it's really cute, and I think it's really like gives like that Western cowboy style. So if you made it this far, comment below if you've listened to her new album and which song is your favorite, and also let me know if there's anything you'd like to see next. Until next time, bye guys.